טוב, בעזרת השם, ברוכים הבאים, welcome everyone. ברוכים הבאים וברוכים הנמצאים. And tonight, בעזרת השם, we're going to talk about the biggest and the longest parasha in the Torah, Parashat Naso. And this week parasha, we're going to learn tonight, Bezrat Hashem, how can we get whatever we ask for, whatever we wish for. Every person is looking to get something in his life. Whether it's zivug, whether it's parnasa, whether it's nahat, whether it's shalom babayit, whether it's shalom peaceful with himself, whether love, connections, you name it. Every person looks for something, and every person needs Yeshua, needs a blessing. And we all always ask for the blessing. Where is the blessing? Why the blessing is not coming to me? Where is my zivug? Where is my parnasa? How long I need to work so hard? How long I need to suffer? How long I need to wait? How long I need to be going and only barely pay the bills? I would like to get shefa sheparnasa. I would like to get much more abundance. I would like to get some peace. Maybe I make money, but I have so much stress and so much balagan that I would like to get some peace. And also young people look for zivug, look for shidduch for so many years. They date 10, 20, 30, 50, maybe more, but the zivug is not coming, right? Oh, we look for success. We're doing okay, but I'm looking to be successful. I have my business for a couple of years, but I don't feel that I'm successful. Always ups and down, ups and down, ups and down, dark and light. Always in a roller coaster. What is the key to receive the blessing in life? And how can we become the source of attraction that we can attract, we can get, we can see every day blessing in our life? When I say blessing, it not has to be crazy. Whatever we want and whatever we feel that is okay for us, it's a blessing. It can be a blessing with your children, it can be a blessing in your health, it can be a blessing in your money, whatever. Sometimes the blessing can be opposite. You think that is a blessing, but sometimes you cannot handle the blessing. This is called and turned to be a curse, chas v'shalom. Abracha neheferet leklala. So the question is how we can get the blessing. And the reason that I'm talking about this topic this week, because this is the longest, this is the longest parasha in the Torah. How many psukim we have in the Torah? 176. The longest parasha is the 176 psukim. The longest masechet in the verbal Torah, Masechet Baba Batra, 176 pages. The longest chapter in Psalm, in Tehillim, how many psukim? 176. You see that this number is not coincident. What is this number all about? And why in this week parasha we have the longest parasha? Why? Because the Torah repeat and talk about the sacrifices on the president in the desert. All the Nesiim, every tribe have a president, and every person he sacrificed a different sacrifice for the Mishkan. Why the Torah need to repeat all the sacrifices on each one of them? It's like the Torah give the microphone to ask an interview. What exactly the sacrifice do you do? 30 משקלה, מזרק אחד כסף, the same amount of cows, the same amount of gold, the same amount of silver, the same amount, all the sacrifice the same. So you can do copy and paste, or you can do summarize in the end, in 2 psukim, all the Shvatim sacrifice this amount of animals, this amount of gold, and that's it. You don't have to spend over 70 psukim just to explain each one of them. It's all the same. Why the Torah goes, Netanel ben Tzuar, Nachshon ben Aminadab, Mata Yehuda, Kaleb ben Efun. Why the Torah goes in each one of them? And the Torah spends so many psukim to explain something that is not even relevant, right? There's many things in the Torah didn't spend psukim. Like how to do shchita, if to eat something to slaughter the cow. The Torah didn't say any pasuk. Only 3 words. You should slaughter like I told you. Where I told you? Where? In the Gemara, in the verbal Torah, in Maseret Chulin. But the Torah didn't say anything. So here the Torah keep talking and talking and talking and talking. It's not even relevant. So we have to say that it's relevant to us. There is a reason, there is a message, powerful message to us to understand why the Torah did it. Why the Torah repeat and explain all the psukim about the Shvatim. Second, we see 2 parshiot in the Torah that comes, the Torah talks about them one after another. Which parasha? Parashat Nazir and Parashat Sotah. The Torah said, if a woman, God forbidden, she been going around or behind, cheat on her husband, there is a process how to check it out. How to check it out if she loyal, if she did something, or if just suspicious, or he's crazy, or she's crazy, how she got it. There is a process to check it out. Right? The Torah said, we take the name of God and we put it inside the water and she needs to drink it. If she said the truth, she didn't do anything, she get a blessing out of it. What is the blessing? If she didn't have children before, she can have children. If she had children before, she can have a beautiful children. אם היו שחורים יצאו לבנים, the Gemara said. אם היו נמוכים יהיו גבוהים. If they were short, they will be tall. Right? Not tall like that. They will be tall. Or if they being a little bit not nice, they're going to be much more. That's the Gemara said. The Torah said another parasha right after about the Nazir. Someone who commit on himself to be Nazir. You know what Nazir? He's taking upon himself things that the Torah allowed him to do. What is that? To drink wine. He said, from day tomorrow, I'm not going to drink wine. And I'm going to raise my hair. I would like to have a cuckoo like that. I would like to drive on the road and all my hair is going like that. The Nazir, the Torah said, he's called Kadosh. Even he did it for 30 days. He considered Kadosh because he took things that is not supposed to prevent himself. הוא לקח על עצמו. הזיר עצמו מן היין נקרא קדוש. He took upon himself to make a border. That's why he considered Kadosh. Then the Torah said another 3 psukim in the middle of the parasha that look like just get stuck in the middle of the parasha. What is these 2 psukim, 3 psukim? The psukim of Birkat Kohanim. It's the 3 most important blessing that the Kohanim, Hashem give them the power to bless everyone. What is that? יברכך השם ישמרך, יאר השם פניו אליך ויחונך, יישא השם פניו אליך ויעשה לך שלום. Everybody knows those psukim. We can explain it later. What the psukim has to do with all these parashot? What is the psukim has to do with all these Nazir, Sotah, the sacrifices? There is something that in common and all of it together. So let's learn together what does that mean and how is relevant to our life. So So let's begin from the beginning of the parasha. How can we attract the blessing to our life? The Torah begin, this week parasha begin, Naso et rosh bnei Gershon gam hem levet avotam. The Torah said you have to raise your head up. You have to lift your head up. Which head? Of bnei Gershon. There is three children of Levi. Gershon, Kehat, and Merari. Levi used to be the tribe that served and worked in the Mishkan or in the Mikdash. They have three children. Gershon, Kehat, and Merari. One of them carried the wood. One of them carried the Aron Kodesh. One of them carried the other items. Every Shevet have a different job to do, right? And the Torah said, when the Torah talk about Kehat and Gershon, the Torah said, lift their head up. When the Torah talks about Merari, the Torah don't say anything. Just la'avod u'lemasa, let them work. Don't lift their head up. Well, what does that mean? Listen what the Baal Rabbeinu Admor Mislonin said. He said something beautiful. He said there is a three, and based on that, I have the explanation of all the parasha. How can we attract the blessing to our life? We asked before. We all pray for blessing. We all wish. We all waiting every day, every month, every year to see something in progress. We want to see the light when it's not coming. What is the answer? Chazal said, Baal HaSulam. Baalei HaMekubalim said, in order to receive the blessing in your life, it's not about what you do. It's not about how you wait for it to happen. In order to see the blessing on your life, the blessing is already available for you. It's already there. But in order to see it, to receive the blessing, what do you need to do? Not to be focused about the blessing, about the light. You have to create a vessel to observe or to get and to withdraw the blessing to your life. In other words, כדי למשוך את האור צריך להכין את הכלים. In order to bring the light to your life, you have to do what? To create a vessel. How can I create a vessel? Based on your vessel, based on what you create, based on the bigger size, based on the pure vessel, the big vessel with full of emunah, and change your belief system and everything what you put inside the vessel, the same way that you think and create and prepare, the same way Hashem is going to provide the shefa, the abundance, the shlom bayit, the zivug, the parnasah, the wealth, the happiness, everything will come to you. Because the light of Hashem already exists. The light of Hashem is always available. Hashem is providing to each one of us the entire world. Hashem providing 24/7 what? Hashem providing shefa. Hashem give to you and to people in Pakistan, the people in China, people in Brazil, people in Costa Rica, to everyone. Right? But we need to create the vessel in order to observe the blessing. When I said the blessing, I didn't say the shefa, didn't say the wealth. Sometimes you can get wealth, but it's not a blessing, it's a curse. So let's learn how can we get the much more blessing to our life. How can we create a vessel? How can we make sure that we have the clean vessel to get the light from Hashem, to get the happiness, to be happy, to be not just happy and success, because success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. You can be successful, you can make money, but you're not fulfilled. You're not, you don't, something missing inside. You're missing something. You don't see the result. You can live in a beautiful relationship. You can live in your house, but you don't feel any passion, any connection, right? You can be in your career, in your business. You don't feel that it's that. You don't feel that you got it. So that's kind of blessing that I'm talking about. The question is how to do it. How can we do it? How can we do it? The Torah said there is a three levels how to do it. How to clean and how to create a vessel in order to get the blessing to our life. There is a mental cleaning and creating. There is a spiritual and there is a physical way. So let's start from the beginning. First of all, in order to observe and to withdraw and to attract the blessing to our life, what do you need to do? Change your mindset. Change your approach. What do you think about blessing? What do you think about wealth? What do you think about money? What do you think about being successful? Some of the people, and sometimes a lot of people, are afraid to be succeed. Afraid for money. They have a problem with their relationship with money. It's a little bit scary. When they got money, they lost everything. They don't have the ability to hold it. Right? So the Torah said, first of all, what do you need to do? There is a three type of people. Gershon, Kehat, Merari. There is a people that always, whenever you talk to them, what they do all day long? Complaining. Oh, Rabbi, I don't have that. I'm tired and I'm exhausted and I'm negative in my bank account. And this person, okay, I'm going to call you back. Okay. All day long, whenever you talk to them, they have nothing to say, just complaining, just whining. That's it. This is Bnei Merari. You know what's Merari? Bitter. Those people always have something to say. You never say, hi, how are you? Baruch Hashem, Shtabach Shemo, Alhamdulillah. Everything okay, everything great. Cannot be better than that.
Negativity.
Always negativity. Always problems. I don't have that. אני עייפה, אני גמורה, אני שפוכה, אני מקרותה. נכון? Right? I say מקרותה באנגלית. I'm exhausted, I don't have time, my kids drive me crazy, I'm working all day long, I don't have time for myself.
There's no such word.
Exactly. Right? You always find something to tell people how much you miscam. Right? Those people complain. This is the first key. First of all, if you would like to get a blessing light to your life, stop to be merari. Stop. If you talk, you can be in a beautiful kehila, beautiful community, beautiful shiur, beautiful people, and what do you have to do? Oh, it's not enough, nobody put me pizza and there's nothing left. Right? Rabbi, there's nobody cares, and we wait here for minyan. Die. When you complain, you can live with someone that always she drive you down, she put you down. She complaining all day long, whatever you do, whatever you provide, any kind of money, whatever you pay for her, you give her, she always, the kids, the house, die. First of all, stop to be merari. Stop to whining, because the way that Hashem created the world, the law of attraction, we talk about it last year, actually. We talk about the law of attraction. In order to attract good and positivity, what do you have to do? Be positive. Be appreciate. If you're not appreciate what you have, and you're complaining, the Zohar said, if you're complaining and you're telling how much you have hard life, how much you struggle, what happened automatically? Hashem showing you how much you have a hard life. Showing you more. You attract more negativity. You're talking about how much you have negativity in your bank account and how much you don't have to pay and how much you don't I can't pay the rent and I can't pay my month. You're going to see another problems around and around and around. Again and again and again. Right? So first of all, Bnei Merari, you have to get out of it. Bnei Gershon, this is the second level. They're not complaining. They already got rid of it. But they're always trying to fight. They're always trying to go away from the darkness. They try to legaresh et hachoshech. They're trying to kick the darkness. Right? They always, one time to succeed, they have money, oh wow, boom. Day after, week after, ups and downs, but they're still okay. But this is the second level. They always fight. They not settle down. What is the third level? Bnei Kehat, Afata Kehet Shinav, which means that they already stand up. They don't let any negativity to come. If somebody wants to complain, no, change the subject. Talk to me when you're okay. Don't call me when you have a problem. I don't want to have negativity people. I don't want to have negativity friends. I don't tolerate negativity in my house. You want to complain? Tell me in a different way. What do you want to do? Not what's wrong. Right? Instead of, honey, I don't have that, or Rabbi, is not okay. No. What is the solution? This is God. So first of all, in order to observe and to attract blessing, what do you need to do? Get rid of negativity, of complaining, of whining. No one wants to marry someone who has sad face. No one wants to marry a person that have darkness on his face. Yes or no? Right? No one wants to marry someone who complaining and always blah, 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 blah. Right? The same thing, no one wants to marry a wife that she's always pull up the RPG and she's always, you don't care about me, don't do this, right? Put your gun down. If you complain and you're not positive, I don't want to be around you. You kick away the shefa around you, kick away the zivug around you, everything that is domeh, moshech domeh. That's the Sifrei HaMekubalim said. What is domeh, moshech domeh? It's all about mirroring. When you're happy, when you're positive, when you believe, when you focus about what's good, you getting the same shidduch, the same kind of people around you that you attract. But if you're negative, you're always looking for what's wrong. What's wrong, always available. You remember that? If you're looking for what's wrong, always available. So look for what's right. So this is the first step. How to clean the vessel by changing your mindset. If you have a mindset of mochin dekatnut, you have a narrow mindset. No, I cannot do it. It's impossible to make more than that. It's impossible to do that. It's impossible to be successful. It's impossible to get zivug. Listen, I'm already 35, 38. I'm already 40. I'm already chatzi akum, chatzi mastul, chatzi zeh, chatzi shabur, chatzi garush, chatzi... Right? It's impossible. Who's going to marry me? Who's going to... Oh, so you doubt it? You have doubts? So what happened? No problem. If you don't have the clear vision and the trust and to believe, you have to change your belief system because your limited beliefs, your limitation create a small vessel. What do you get? Only a little bit of it. Date once in a while. Phone number once in a while and an app. Oh, does she look good? Oh, okay. And then it's not working. Because you didn't change it. Oh, I look good. This guy, psh, oh, I have a Rolex. Oh, I might be. No, but it's not. Why? Because you still didn't clean. You have to open the limited beliefs. to write down all the stories, all the limited beliefs, all the problems.
Because it was a fake Rolex.
Exactly. יפה מאוד. Because if you got it, which means that you have something inside fake, not you. I mean, whatever you see, that's whatever you get. Because listen to that, you don't get in life what you want. You get in life what you are. שיבואי משפט חזק. לא מקבל את מה שהוא רוצה, אלא את מה שהוא. If you are such a person that you talk or you pretend you are, which means you're gonna get it. But as long as you didn't do the inside, the internal work, you don't get it outside. You're not attracted. You're not attractive. There's no magnets. You're attracted something else. You're attractive problems or people that broken people or whatever, negative people, right? It's a work. Every person needs to work on it. Look at the people around you. Look at the people you surround. Look at the people you work with. It's a lot of work. So this is the first step, how to get clean by changing our mindset, by changing our limited beliefs, by being positive, get rid of what? Negativity, whining, complaining, blaming, all the bad and negative stuff. And then you can create the vessel that you want, and then the shefa, the blessing, the girl, the zivug, everything to come to you. Once you what? Doing the right work. This is the first way how to do it, to create a vessel and to change your mindset. Wow. So again, in order to observe the light in life, the shefa, the parnasa, everything, you have to change what you think about it. You have to change the way how you talk and how you focus. Now, the second stage you have to do. What is the second stage? There is a lot of people that get the light, get the shefa. We surround them, we have possibilities, we have good people, we have good connection, but it's not working because we're making holes in the vessel. You have the shefa, the zivug is waiting for you. The parnasa waiting for you. The success is about on the corner. Your shlom bayit is on the corner. Your kids, your happiness, your health, everything is around the corner. And Hashem is willing to give you. And Hashem, He did give us. Each one of us. Hazan et ha'olam kulo betuvo b'chen, b'chesed, b'revach, v'rachamim rabim. Hashem give in providing the entire world 24 hours. Hashem gives all of us the abundance and everything that we're looking for. But we're making holes in the vessel. So all the shefa goes, we're making the money, we're making the 5, 10, 20K, whatever you call it, right? We meet people, but it's not working. It's going away. We don't have the blessing. Everything goes away. We have holes in our hands. Why? Because there is a spiritual vessel. צריך להכין את הכלי הרוחני כדי לקבל את השפע האלוקי. As long as our vessel, he is not complete, is not pure, is not close enough, we have a lot of holes all over the place, all the shefa goes away. That's what the Torah said. The Torah said, what happened to this girl, to this wife, to this woman, that she went, what happened to this girl that she went off the way? She went behind her husband. She didn't appreciate her relationship. She did something behind her husband. What's wrong with her? She making actually holes inside the vessel, inside the shefa. She's married. She's not supposed to do certain things. The Gemara said, "En adam over avera, ela im ken nechnesa beruach shtut." A person, he's not doing averot. No one doing sin deliberately. No one. You just, in a moment, you lost your conscience. You lost your dot. You lost you lost yourself, basically. And then you're doing averah. What am I doing here? How did I watch that? How did I touch? How did I eat? How did I didn't keep myself? Ruach shtut. Right? So this woman, she can change everything, and she can work on herself not to get to this place. It's not like she drift. By mistake she went for someone. It's already start from the beginning. And so many things that she have done that cause and make her going off. Somebody told me, "Hey, Rabbi, my wife, suddenly she leave me alone. Suddenly she turn off." And suddenly, זה הבדיחה הכי, פתאום היא עזבה אותי, פתאום הבן שלי, suddenly my son got off the דרך. And suddenly, it's a little by little. You didn't see, you didn't watch, you didn't care enough, you didn't give her attention enough. So she went. She went all off the derech. You did something that make her going behind it. That she make holes inside the boat. Right? What happened? The Torah said, why the Nazir, the person who commit to himself to prevent himself from wine and a haircut, what he does that? כל הרואה סוטה בקלקולה יזיר עצמו מן היין. If you see someone did something wrong, you see someone doing avera, you see something fail or did something, you have to watch out. What do you need to do? Not just not to do it, you have to go 2 miles away, 5 miles away. So far away to create the vessel, to make sure that you vessel are not going to get infected. Right? That's why the Torah said the Parashat Nazir and Parashat Sotah connected to each other. Because this person said, if I saw it, which means there's no coincidence that I saw it. There's no coincidence that I saw my friend did it. Because it can happen to me. It can happen to each one of us. It can happen to each one of us by losing our way, by drifting, we don't have enough security around us. That's why everybody comes and makes holes and another hole and another hole. We let ourselves to watch, to see, to go. Hey, just once in a while. It's just with my friends. It's just one time. It's just that. You're going to many other places that you suddenly find yourself. Listen, Rabbi, I couldn't end myself. I couldn't do it. But what were you doing there? So you're making the holes inside the vessel that Hashem waiting to bring the shefa to you. Your zivug waiting for you. If you're going to put the picture of your zivug inside your room for 90 days, you look only for one thing. I'm looking for my future wife. My future husband is waiting for me. All what I need to do is one thing, to protect myself. All what I need to do is to think, to believe, to change my mindset, to pray more, to be kadosh more, to learn more Torah, to say more blessing, to get more chizuk tzniut, whatever it is. You do something that you're not just focused about the light, you're not just focused about the blessing, you focus about the internal. I'm going to work on myself first. So don't wait or blame. Oh, you don't care, you don't give me the shidduch, you don't help me, you don't. You're doing what you need to do. You're doing what you need to do. You're going to see it happening. I'm telling you. I said to people, for 90 days, keep yourself in kedusha, in tahara. Keep yourself and do something that you're making effort in order to Hashem Yitbarach, something that is hard for you, and you see the zivug is coming. Right? You can ask God help us. Right? You can ask many, many others. I did a deal with them. If you keep yourself, you're doing what you need to do, and every person know exactly what you need to do. Every person know exactly what is the nisayon, what is the test. Because every person have a different test. The Yetzer Hara is not bad. The Yetzer Hara, the evil inclination, the Torah said, Vayar Elokim Kitov, Ze Yetzer Hara. Hashem create the Yetzer Hara and He called it Tov. Why? Because the Yetzer Hara is not bad. It's just showing you what you need to work on yourself and where you are, what is your truth. Let's give you an example. If somebody have a $100,000 on the table over here, cash. What? How many of you saw $100,000 cash on the table? Right? So if you see it, now we have 30, 40 people. Look on this 100,000. Every person have a different thought. Now, every person have 2 minutes to walk. One person said, wow, I wish I could have take 10. No, nobody cares. 5. Right? I can take, man. What's going to happen? I can steal. Somebody else become jealous. Somebody else think about how to give 50% ma'asor to the shul. Somebody else think about how to purchase a private jet and fly away, or go to the dream vacation. No, kidding. That's $1 million. Every person have a different dream, right? But it's the same 100,000. What is the Yetzer Hara? Every person have a different Yetzer Hara, different test, different calling. Every person going in different things that he sacrificed in his life. You, whatever you sacrifice, nobody see, nobody clap your hands, nobody cheer you, nobody knows. Nobody knows your fight, nobody knows your nights, nobody knows your mornings, nobody knows your crying. No one. No one is waiting. Oh, thank you for holding yourself. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for believing. Thank you for not falling. Nobody knows. Only Hashem is between you and Hashem. That's what the Torah didn't say about the Shvatim when they sacrificed. All had the same korban. It looked like the same korban, the same sacrifice, but have a different sacrifice because every person sacrificed from his life a different part of his neshama, from his temptation, from his desires, from his everything. We sacrifice to Hashem in order to see the light, the blessing. You have to sacrifice something. Something that is the most, something that's coming to you and on and on and on and on. The same temptation, the same desire, the same problem, the same ta'ava, the same, whatever it is. Whether it's something that connects to you and your temptation, whether it's to be loyal with people, whether it's to be the truth, whether it's to be, whatever it is. But you have a test, it's a calling to each one of you. Hashem is well until you're not going to touch this source. You're not going to go deep inside, you're not going to get it. If you're not going deep inside to work on your relationship, and you know what you need to work, you know what you need to do, you're not going to have Shalom Bayit, the real Shalom Bayit. If you're not going to work on certain things with your children and with yourself, you know exactly, each one of us know exactly what you still start in the Parnassah. You know. And if you don't know, which means that you're not connecting to yourself. You have to go deep inside and know what can I do. And what did I let myself to do, what I don't care. So what did Hashem did? Hashem put each one of the Shvatim to see his sacrifice. He did that, and he did that, and he sacrificed also that, and he sacrificed in this way, and this way. Every person have a different way. Every person have a different Yetzer Hara, a different vessel. So don't jealous. Why he get that? Why he get this shidduch? Why he get married before me? Why he get the money? Why he get the wealth? Why he get the happiness? No, don't jealous. He get that, but maybe he didn't get what you have, right? So the Torah said, you want to get the blessing? Change your mindset first. Second, change and create a vessel pure enough, b'kedusha v'b'tahara, pure, which means that you remove all the yetzarim, all the inclination, the temptation, the things that you fall or let yourself to fail for 5 minutes. How you say before that we need to pray to Hashem, Hashem help me not to do something for 5 minutes that can take me 5 years to clean. Sometimes you need to clean and clean and clean and suffer and suffer, suffer and suffer and suffer until you clean it. 5 minutes. It's worth it. It's worth the pain. It's worth the suffering. It's worth the crying. No. So think about it. But we're losing our mind before. So pray about it. Cry. Ask Hashem. Hashem, help me. Right? That's why the Torah said, the Nazir, what is the way how to clean? It's not just to clean and to make sure, okay, I'm not going to do certain things. No, go above. Block and put filter on your phone. Disconnect from bad and negative friends, negative places. Prevent yourself to be surrounded in those places that you might fail. Right? You have to do it in a sur merah, and also aseto, what can I do in order to create a new vessel? This is the third stage. It's not enough just what not to do, what can I do more? How can I create a vessel of blessing? How can I keep Shabbat from now? 100%. כל השומר את השבת כהלכתה, נותנים לו נחלה בלי מצרים. If you keep Shabbat 100%, you're going to get the Shefa, unlimited abundance. If you don't get it, which means that you don't keep it 100%, you let yourself certain things to do. Right? If you're learning Torah, if you do the Tilat Yadayim, if you honor your wife, you do certain things, you can create and elevate your mazal, your sign, and your Shefa to get more, because you're doing more. But if you're still surrounded, no, it's not for me, no, no, it's hard for me, listen, I can't. All the parties in the weekend, what can I do? Somebody told me, Rabbi, what can I do? If the parties will be on Tuesday or Wednesday, would it be better? He told me the weekend is the more clients. He used to work on the boardwalk. All the customers come on the weekend. What do you want me to do? You think that it's coming from the customers? So every person has his own package, right? And every person knows exactly what they need to do. So maybe Hashem calling you, maybe Hashem wait for you to do the step, to do the step. Whatever it's hard, which means that you have tikkun. איפה שקשה, שם נמצא האור. Whatever it's hard the most, there is the light. From the darkness and the hardest places, to climb the mountain, there the light is there. And if you keep in yourself, and you create in the vessel, you're changing your limited beliefs, you're not complaining, you're always looking for what's good instead of what's wrong, you always say good words, affirmation, I can do it, I can make it, I can create, my shidduch is on the way. B'ezrat Hashem, I'm going to be under the chuppah this year. B'ezrat Hashem, my son, my kids. B'ezrat Hashem, everything will be okay. My relationship will be changed. You say it, believe in. You do it certain things that you prevent yourself from negativity and create such an environment of positivity. You can see all the blessing. And then what are you going to get? What are you going to get from Hashem? And then you get to the blessing of what? יברכך Adonai V'yishmerecha. What a beautiful blessing. Who is the Kohen here? Eli Kohen, give us a blessing. Every morning, Baruch Hashem, it's His zchut. Why Hashem give the blessing through the Kohanim? Why we need the Kohanim? And what is exactly the blessing that we ask for in Birkat Kohanim in the middle of the parasha? Because we all need the word of the Kohanim. I'm going to give you the secrets and also the kavanah, how to get the blessing from the Kohanim. Somebody came to the Chafetz Chaim and he said, Rabbi, Chafetz Chaim, Rabbi Israel HaKohen Miradin, was 92 years old. Somebody came to him and he said, Rabbi, give me a blessing for Parnasah. Give me a blessing for Shlom Bayit. Give me a blessing for that. You're the biggest rabbi in town. You're the Gdol Ador. Give me a blessing. He asked him, are you going to shul every morning? He said, I wish, but I can't. Barely on Shabbat, barely once a week, once in 2 weeks, once a month. He said, what do you come to me? Hashem and the Kohanim give the blessing every day. And you're coming to me. You got direct channel from Hashem. And you're coming to me. What do you want from me? Right? So how can we get the blessing to our life? Okay, we create a vessel. We are ready. The lights now needs to come. Hashem said to the Kohanim, you are the one who serve in front of the Mishkan. You are the one who make everything happening. You are the one who make the messenger between Am Yisrael and me. Why we need them? Because sometimes we still have bad inquiries in our credit report. When you check your credit report, a lot of collections. And we have bankruptcy. We have a lot of things that our score are very down. How can we get a blessing? So we have to go through the Kohanim. Right? So the Kohanim, we have 15 blessing, 15 words in the Kohanim that they connect with their fingers, with their hands. They lift their hands above the shoulders and they get the blessing from Hashem and like a laser to us. That's why we're not allowed to look at the Kohanim when they give us the blessing. It's like a laser, the Shekhinah come, the presence of God come inside, in the middle of their fingers. So what is the blessing? And how can we get it? The Ben Ish Chai said like that. The Ben Ish Chai bring the Chesed LaAlafim, one of the biggest poskim. אתם שומעים? הוא מביא סגולה, לא סגולה, דרך איך לקבל את השפע בזמן ברכת כהנים. How can we get it? He said like that. The Kohanim, if we count, יברכך השם וישמרך, יאר השם פניו אליך, it's all 15 words. It's the same thing that we have in our hands. How many parts we have in our fingers? In every part in our palm. We have, למה קוראים לזה יד? יד, which means י"ד. 14 parts in our fingers. In every palm. 14. Counted. Right? So when the Kohanim do, יברכך, you have to hold your thumbs like that. In one part. השם וישמרך, יאר השם פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא השם פניו אליך, שם לך shalom. You hold in your fist. That's why people do shalom to each other. Why we do shalom? Because they used to bless everyone with the bracha of the Kohanim. But I can't tell you all the bracha. So what do I do? Shalom. I mean, I want to bless you the entire blessing, but I don't have enough time, so shalom. That's what we shake hands to each other. Right? So what is the bracha exactly? And how can we get the bracha? How can we activate the bracha? So I want to read for you what the Ralbag explained. What is Yevarecha Hashem Yishmerecha? And why we need that the most. He said like that. Here's the phone. He said like that. Yevarechecha. Hashem will give you a blessing in what? In your money, in your parnasah. and in your children. Yivarechecha. That's the bracha you're going to get from Hashem. Nachat from your children, or to get married also. In order to have children, you need to get married. Right? And also, blessing in your money. You're going to get shefa, or bracha. A blessing. Yivarechecha Hashem. Hashem is the one. When you know that Hashem is the one who provides, not somebody else. Veishmerecha, which means Hashem will give you the protection also on the bracha. Sometimes you can get the blessing, can be successful, but you don't have the protection. You lose everything. Sometimes the blessing comes to you, you become successful, you become famous, you're making money, you're on stage, you have a lot of customers, a lot of clients, a lot of followers, whatever. Then what do? You take in the credit upon yourself, you become Baal Gava, Zuz, I'm not talking to you. You can't talk to my manager. I'm not. My manager, yesterday we ate schnitzel together. He's the manager. פתאום נכנסים לגאווה, פתאום they have money, they lost their mind. They're going to parties, they're losing money, they invested, they're doing averot, they're doing... You see a lot of famous people, they got the blessing, so much money in very short amount of time, they lost their mind. You see what happened to Zohar Gov and many others, because when you don't have the vessel in the right way, all the shefa that you get, the light is from the klipa. It's from the outsiders. It's not from Hashem. That's why we have to make sure that the blessing comes from Hashem. Not from the klipa. The klipa, sometimes you can get it from the Yetzirah. Hashem will pay the Reshaim, pay you cash. Oh wow, look, I'm making argazim, I'm making keser, I'm making money. But it's not from the blessing. You're going to lose everything. In a second somebody will return back, being trade or steal your money or whatever, or you're not going to enjoy it. Or the money will cause you to do averot or to get away from Hashem. So you need to have protection. That's the Or HaChaim said. Why Yivarcha Hashem v'yishmerecha? Sometimes the success of the person so much that you need protection in order to stay humble. Even you make money, you stay humble. You know that Hashem just deposit the money in you. You have success, whatever you have, anything. Don't feel above anyone. You have more knowledge, you have more money, you have more whatever, share with others in order to give to others. Turn the ratzon, the ability to have, the yearning to have for yourself, you change it in order to serve others, not for me. Right? That's why Yivarecha Hashem v'yishmerecha. I want to read for you what it's exactly. Also, Yivarechecha Hashem, Yivarechecha, Hashem will bless you in children, boys. V'yishmerecha, Hashem will protect your girls, because the girls need protection more than the boys. They can go chas v'shalom, something happened, they're much more vulnerable to get hurt, or chas v'shalom, something happened. So this is the blessing. Also, Yivarechecha Hashem be'osher, Hashem will give you the blessing, a lot of wealth. You're going to make millions of dollars. But v'yishmerecha sheta'aseh mimenu mitzvot ve'lo averot. Hashem will protect you that you're going to do only mitzvot. You're going to have for tzedakah. Whatever you make, you double your tzedakah every year. Whatever you make every year, make sure that you give 10%, 20%, whatever. Make sure that you give more. Always give more what you get. Right? If you have the zchut. Some of the people, they don't have the zchut. They're doing a favor, okay? Taking a bone. They throw in bones for tzedakah. For themselves, they spend whatever. Also, Yivarecha Hashem b'nechasecha, Hashem will make sure that you have enough properties or whatever on your name. Ishmerecha, Hashem will save and protect your body to be healthy in order to manage everything. Right? So, or v'yishmerecha, Amar Rabbi Yitzchak, The Midrash said, if we're already blessed from Hashem, why we need protection? He said you can get blessed from Hashem. Yivarechecha Hashem, you can get so much blessing, but Yishmerecha miyetzer hara, from the evil inclination that he's not going to make the holes again and take everything from you. Because the Yetzer, he wants to suck all the mitzvot, the Torah, everything he wants to take from you. Right? מה זה יאר השם פניו אליך ויחונקה? יאר השם, Hashem will smile to you. Sometimes I give you a check, I give you your salary, you work hard, or I give you what you want, okay, take it, yalla, I'm gonna, what's yourzel? Yalla, I'm gonna zal to you. Right? I have a friend that he worked during Pesach in Orlando. He was working for 10 or 12 hours a day for 1 week. But just to get the payment, it took 2 or 3 weeks and fighting and screaming and cursing and blah, 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 no, you deserve it to get it. You not deserve it until you get him, until you wait another 12 days that the check will be down. 1 month, a month and a half until he got the money. You see that the money is don't have a blessing. What do you need that? This kind of, or you have a client that hold your money. You have someone that play with you. But I work. Ya'er Hashem panav elecha v'choneka, Hashem will smile to you to give you the blessing in a nice way. You feel that Hashem is smiling to you. You feel the face of Hashem towards you. ייתן לך מאור פנים. And שיאיר עיניך בתורה, Hashem will give you the blessing to open your eyes in the Torah, as we said, that in order to create a vessel, you have to connect to something spiritual, right? But I'm not connecting the Torah. I don't like to learn. Hashem will open your eyes and give you the cheshek, the will to connect to the Torah, and then you can get all the blessing. Yair Hashem panav elecha, Hashem will light on you. Yair Hashem panav elecha vichuneka. What is vichuneka? Ite lecha chen. You know what chen? How you say chen in English? Charm. No? Charm. You know, some of the people, they're nice people, but they don't have chen. They don't have the, in Moroccan we say habub. Right? How you say? Grace, maybe grace, yes. Something like that. Vichuneka. Okay? Vichuneka, he give you also the wisdom, the right wisdom. Vichuneka like chone la'adam dat. That's the Rambam explained. ייתן בכם דעת שתהיו חוננים זה את זה ומרחמים זה את זה ונתן לך רחמים וריחמך, that you have the mercy upon others and you have a mercy upon yourself. What is vichuneka? That Hashem, look what he said, vichuneka, that Hashem will have parking on you. Hashem yechne alecha. You feel the siyata nishmaya. Sometimes you can make money, you can be blessed, you can have shlomah, you can have the shidduch, but if you don't feel siyata nishmaya, you don't feel Hashem's blessing all the time. That's the blessing. And then the much more important blessing is the last blessing. Yisa Hashem panav elecha. Hashem will look up to you. V'yasem lecha shalom. And Hashem will give you peaceful. Hashem will give you less stress. This is the most important. If you would like to get all the blessing, but you can get the zivug, but you don't have shlom bayit, everything is meaningless. If you get the parnasah, but you always struggling and running and working like a dog, right? All the time, sell from this account to this account, to this check to this, then with clients with problem, always, man, what kind of a blessing? You're always struggling, you're always running after your own tail. You don't have peace. I would like to sit down for 1 week and relax. No, send me 20 for this account and 100 to this. Wait, this card, no, this is something more, right? Decline. This card is declined, the other card is declined. No, I would like to have a peace. I would like to have a peace in my shlom bayit, in my parnasah, in my children. My children not respecting me, not talking to me, they're not honor me. They're not always balagan, always balagan. What kind of a blessing? You can get a beautiful place, but you don't have peace. En kli machzik bracha, ela hashalom. The best vessel that to hold the blessing, it's a peace. It's a peace with you. If you don't have shalom, peaceful with yourself, you cannot have peaceful with others. Well, how can we make and get all this blessing in the time of the Kohanim when they bless us? But we also say it by ourselves after the morning blessing. We say it. How can we get it? One word. Hashem said to Moshe Rabbeinu to tell the Aaron children. He said, Amor lahem. What is amor in Spanish?
Amor is love.
Love. The only way that the Kohanim can get the blessing and bless others, when they have love. If the Kohen hates someone from the community, he cannot bless and he cannot get the blessing. Would like to get all the blessing, all the shefa. You have to have love, to love everyone. Not to love, which means not to judge. To love, which means to see the value of the other people without judgment. Love is starting with you. When you love yourself, you accept yourself. You're full of love. You attract the loved one. You attract your future wife, your future zivug. You shlom bayit different. You say the good words. You create the good environment. You're such a lovely person. It's not about just hug and kiss and whatever. No, it's people feel if you love. If you're a person that you're always looking for what's wrong. You want to get all the blessing, the shlom bayit, the peace, the children, the money, the shefa, everything attract whatever we have. Love. If you have love, you connect to yourself, you connect to Hashem. And then you're going to get all the blessings of Hashem. V'yasem lecha shalom. Amen ve'amen. Chazakim u'bruchim. Thank you for coming.